G'day, welcome to the show. This is Sports Talk, brought to you by the TOOWOOMBA Sports Club, and I'm very honoured today to have James O'Shea in the chair.
Hey mate, how are you?
How are you, mate? I've nearly got the blue chairs like Interview.
Oh,
Henry Dead.
yeah, love it.
Mate, TV personality, big supporter of the Mountaineers, racing industry, boxing, and local sports. What else do you do in the community?
Oh, yeah, obviously there's a lot of people do a lot of things in the community, but yeah, no, obviously just through, I suppose starting out with Dad, I've had a fair involvement through sport, and that sort of just continued through, and yeah, no, we've got a lot that happens in sport around here, and yeah, I just marvel at how great a sporting area this is, and how we continue to produce amazing athletes in a whole wide range of sports. And that's a tradition I think that's embedded in our history here.
Yep. So you're in local council now. How's that going for you?
Yeah, no, it's a challenge.
Yep.
It's a real challenge. There's no doubt about that. So I really enjoyed the challenge of it, mind you. It's again something where you're very much in touch with the community, and you're at the closest level to your community, and to be involved in that. And one thing I've learned sort of through council is there's probably no greater honour than living in your community, working for your community, and and I'm lucky enough to say that. So I'm pretty humbled by the opportunity that I've been presented by the community, and yeah, and I always keep that at the forefront of my mind, that you live in your community, work for your community. So that's a pretty empowering thing.
You've got a very busy schedule, and every Saturday, and the reason why I called you up is you were doing Racing Nation, and you've still got that banner of Racing Nation going, I noticed. The semi-pros. So tell us a bit about the semi-pros and how that's been. There's a podcast, it's on Power FM, Facebook, so what are we doing?
Really excited by it. It's something that's sort of, look, going back, obviously Dad is was heavily involved in sport through different programs like this on radio, and he did a sports radio program. And anyone who knows me knows obviously how close I was to my father, and a big part of everything I'm doing moving forward is about carrying his legacy forward. So this is sort of my way, I guess, of continuing a program that he did, but adding my touch to it and bringing it forward. As I said, we do it as a podcast, it was Facebook Live, it's on radio frequency 88 of Power FM, but the underlying message of it again is promoting local sport, promoting people involved in local sport. We've been able to do that, over the last month since we've been up and running, from whether it's from junior golfers to rugby league players to a wide range of sports. To be honest, basketball, we've covered that through the Mountaineers, athletes, and whoever we can, and just to showcase as many sports as we can, from local as rules, local soccer, everything that we can touch on that happens in local sport. It's about promoting local sport, and that's the driver behind it. And I'm really lucky to go on the journey with a couple of really close friends that all have their own standing sort of in our community, and particularly in the sporting community. Like Steve Glover's one of my closest friends. I met him through sport. Stood aside when we got married, and we're still really close friends. But he's been a guy that's done an amazing amount in sport in his community, and as respective sporting community, so him on board with it as well. Troy Gursky, as I said, I think he's captain of his country when it comes to individual cricket, and he's won a lot of sports awards like that. So he's been really good to have on board as well. Joel Starrer, as well. So we're all really close mates, and Joel obviously is involved through boxing, through soccer as a junior, and that as well. So to be able to do it with those guys is what makes it really special for me. I really appreciate people who. I appreciate friendships with people who are close to me, these guys are, and when I sort of pitched the idea to them, they really jumped at it, and to be honest, they're fantastic at what they do. They've really blown me away with their just the way they've handled it, and I've had a lot of comments on how good they are. So yeah, so that's sort of what it is, and it's a work in progress, and we want to keep evolving it and keeping it growing, and hopefully it's something that, again, just set touches on what we talked about and everything you talk about within the community. Toowoomba takes more than a postcode. There's so much involved, so to have the opportunity to promote it, why not?
Great, mate. And look, I'm really pleased it's on Power FM, because I was out driving around a couple of Saturdays ago, and I wasn't sure, but it was on 88.
Yes, so every Saturday morning the semi-pros were on 88 Power FM. Jeff Roberts and his team's been amazing supporting this as well, giving us the opportunity to do it. It's not an easy thing to do these days with everything. So to be able to do it with Power FM, so 88 on the frequency we're there, and then also said later in the week we put up as a podcast, so people can watch it as Facebook Live, and by whatever means we can get it out there, we're doing our best.
That's great. Look, I want to thank you for supporting Toowoomba Sport, and we've got some great things happening in the sport. I think the Mountaineers have had a really great year this year.
Yeah.
And the imports have certainly felt part of the community and been getting out in the community as well. But I really want to thank you for your time today, and good luck with the semi-pros. I'm sure it's going to be a success.
Thanks for your time, and thanks for the opportunity to be a part of it.
No worries. We'll just take a short break, and coming up after the break, we're going to talk to Steve Glover. Stay tuned. Trivia at the Sports Club. Every Wednesday night.
Would you dance in there? Oh, sunshine, you are my sunshine. Let it in, let it in. Oh, sunshine, you are my sunshine. They see where this goes. I need a light to see home. And I want you to know, sunshine, you are my sunshine. It's another one. I wanna wake up as more than just friends. Sunshine, you are my sunshine. Let it in, let it in.
Welcome back, part 2 of Sports Talk, brought to you by the TOOWOOMBA Sports Club and Steve Glover. How are you, my friend?
Fantastic, Darryl. Great to be down and part of the 4350.
Oh, mate, thanks for coming on the show. Really do appreciate it. Mate, just off camera, we were having a bit of a talk, but just give us your background and local sport in Toowoomba, what you've been doing, and the semi-pros.
Yeah, local sport, I suppose, come through as a school kid. There was, had a dabble with everything, really. I was probably fortunate to achieve some pretty high levels through school. And get the opportunities that I was able to be afforded through school to compete at a pretty high level. And then once school finished, it basically come down to a few steps. It was come time to choose. You can't do everything forever. And basketball was probably the biggest part of my forte then. Played about 10 seasons with the Mountaineers. 138 games. I get a bit of flack from the guys, so I got the most 3-point attempts, I think, so we weren't afraid to get them up there. So, but and doing that, and then sort of had a little dabble, sort of trying to come through the Bullets program back in the day as well. So didn't quite get there, but happy with what we did, and that's about where we are now. Now we're just wheels starting to turn, and now we're that old fella that the young guys are chasing around and making them look bad. So And
what do you do for a living now? What's your main bread and butter?
Yeah, so I'm a builder in town with Paragon Homes. Which is going really well. I think it's a great place to be involved with everything we've got going on, really exciting times with what we were able to do. And moving forward, a few things we're trying to implement that are a little bit different to what the industry norm is, but we're excited about where they can lead us.
James was saying you both have been friends for a long time, and tell us about the idea of the semi-pros, how that all came.
Yeah, very long time. Probably back early high school, I'd say, which is many moons ago now. In the semi-pros, it was great. I remember coming through a few times, Pat doing his radio show with the Rebel Sports Sunday back in the day. It was great. We loved being involved with that. Actually, a funny story, we did one year we were up in the Southern Cross League of basketball was, and we were expected, we sort of dominated that season, had a really good year, and we were expected to probably breeze through the semi-finals, I think, on the Friday night it could have been. Saturday night it was, sorry. And the importer actually broke his wrist on the Friday night, so nobody really known about this, and Pat booked me in for, I think, about 8 o'clock Sunday morning interview, and we got knocked out Saturday night, and I don't know if I'd hit the pillow before he called. I forgot all about it. I got this phone call. So we've had a big night, and now Pat's ringing up and he's wanting this interview, and it's probably a bit more colourful than we found out today, but but looking back, and so really when James put the initiative of putting a show together, it was something we'd love to be involved with. Obviously a bit out of our comfort zone. James, bread and butter, does it every day of the week, but but the opportunity to be involved with local sport in a platform which is going to provide the opportunities for young people, local sports, not even sort of your high level sports. We want to get everybody from your B grade, your C grade, anybody who's doing great things. There's some great people out there in the community making these clubs survive and tick at the heartbeat of these clubs, and we just want to basically give them the recognition, give them a platform to be out there, and promote their story, really.
Yeah, no, mate, I think it's great. The semi-pros, it's a great initiative, and I think it's a great show, and I wish you all the best of luck with it. And mate, I've heard you on there, and all the other guys as well. It's a great program, and you should really tune into it. It's on 88 Power FM.
88 Power FM, yep.
Podcast through the week, and also you can catch it on Facebook live on the semi-pros.
Facebook Live, yep. If listen to us not enough, if you want to see these faces,
And
jump on there.
see all the ugly faces.
Yeah, exactly. You'll find out why it's a radio show.
Right. Mate, thanks for coming on the show today. I really do appreciate it.
Perfect. Cheers, Darryl.
We'll keep tuning in and listening. So again, TOOWOOMBA community, this is a group of guys who got together and are really highlighting sport, especially in the youngsters, to get them into some sporting competitions. So thanks for coming on the show today. This is TOOWOOMBA Sports Club Sports Talk, and we'll catch you soon. Take care.